Hey guys, how we doing today? Um, I'm trying to do some filming on stuff today, and there's a lot that I want to talk about, and so you're gonna hang out with me, and we're gonna, kill some birds with stones and whatnot, as the saying goes. Anyway, so I'm making lunch while I chat with you. So anyway, the one question I've had asked a lot here, I'm gonna turn you, hold on, this way a little bit, is what my plans are this year, going into this year, with my lambing and kidding. Um, what my plans are with what I get um, this year's production. And this has really been a season of change right now for me personally in my life. Haven't talked about it yet anywhere, and I don't know if I will, but anyway, um, I kind of am not really positive what I'm doing with much of anything right now. I will say um, that I've always kind of looked at things like I kind of let God call the shots on most things. And I feel like if I have a boy heavy year, that is like God saying, you need to put some meat in your freezer. And I feel like if it's a girl heavy year, God's like, you need to grow, add to your numbers. I don't know. Maybe that's just an easy way out. It could be. But anyway, I got a thing for dropping today. That's just kind of how I've looked at things. And this year's no different. So as far as my sheep go, yeah, if I have a lot of boys this year, they are going to end up going in the freezer. If with the girls, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I don't feel like I want to really add to my numbers going into this year. I kind of want to take this year for myself to kind of level out for a bit uh, and kind of just get my legs under me a little bit better this year. Um, However, that being said, I have two ewes this year that I think this is going to be their last season. So I wouldn't object to retaining a couple of those to replace them. One is just she's old. I don't think she's 12, but she might be 11 this season. Um, and I'm pretty positive that she's bred, but she's just not holding her weight as well as she did last season, not as well as I would like to see her maintaining her condition right now. So um, I think this may be her last go around. She may end up being retired and then culled from the herd um, in the fall. And then the second ewe is not as old. And actually, last season I said I was going to cull her, and I didn't because I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. She's gorgeous. She's big. She's long in body. She's really deep. She always has triplets for me. She's a great mom. Like all of these things that she does, that's fantastic. And she makes beautiful babies. But the problem is, um, it's not that she doesn't make enough milk, but what she makes is very, very bizarre. It's um, like her colostrum is like it's super thick. It's like thicker than honey. It looks like honey, but it's almost like when you milk her, like into a bottle, for example, it's almost like it crystallizes almost like immediately. Like it doesn't even run down the side of a bottle. It just like clings. It's strange. Like a kid could never nurse it from a bottle, which means then you're stuck with three bottle babies, which I am not about to have to deal with. And this season, this year, I don't know how I'm going to do that. It's almost inevitable that you end up, depending how many you breed and stuff, it's like almost inevitable that life happens and you end up with something that needs more help or whatever happens. But so I'm not sure. I'm kind of letting God lead that one too. But um, I mean, I don't know. She's just, I hate doing it. I hate the thought of eliminating her from my herd, but um, I don't know. I don't know. So I may end up keeping a couple of ewes to replace, you know, I may end up doing that. But other than that, they're all going to be moving. And then as far as goats, I know even less on because I had decided last season that I wanted to make a transition more into focusing on my Katahdin sheep and less on my dairy goats. I wanted to keep a few does, dairy does, because I like having the milk for us. I make soap out of it and other stuff. So, I like to have a couple does. Plus, I use goat milk in replacement if I have bottle sheep. So that can go both ways, and then I'm not buying milk from the store if I have to have bottle babies of sheep. So, but any more than that, I'm not doing it anymore. My days of like milking, 15 dairy goats is done. I'm ready to be out of that. Sheep are just easier for me. They're financially, they make more sense. They're just easier in my experience, and it may just be, I may just be really spoiled with really great Katahdin hair sheep, which I tried to be very cognizant of going into getting them to make sure that I had a good base foundation to start on. But it's time. I'm ready to transition out of the goats. And the big rescue that we did this last summer, if you have been following this along, we did a huge rescue like back in May of 2024, and that just kind of broke me for goats. Like I'm just done. Like I'll never do something like that again. And it just kind of really burnt me out of goats, unfortunately. So I have, how many dairy goats do I have now? 4 does. I have one up for sale, but if she goes, great. If she doesn't, I don't really, whatever. But I don't have a buck right now, so I don't know. I'll end up having to look at a buck sometime in the future. I don't know. That for me is just kind of up in the air right now. But as far as all that goes, that's just kind of where I'm at with that. But sheep is going to be kind of more my where I'm going to focus on. So yeah, if I have any boys, they're going to be going into the freezer. Unless the market, if the price stays up, maybe I'll try to, they can move along. But my girls, I'll retain probably if I can get 2 nice does or ewes. Sorry, if I can get 2 nice ewe lambs, I may retain them to replace the 2 that I need to cull from the herd this fall. But we'll see. It's not easy, and you can go into the season with like the best ideas and intentions in the world, and then stuff can happen and just completely take you for a sideways twist too. So I don't know. That's where I'm at though this season. As far as today, that may change because I like to change my mind a lot. But if you're watching, if you have sheep or you have goats, what is your plan for this year? Do you try to plan, or do you just kind of wing it and see what you get? Or how does your stuff work out? Let me know. Let's talk about it.